If your classroom feels more like herding cats than teaching young children, there are 5 simple strategies you can implement today that will change everything. By the way, I'm Corvilla Guy. I have trained thousands of early childhood educators around the world, and helping teachers improve is all I do. Let me say what no one else will. I know there are days you fantasize about calling in sick because of that one kid. You know the one who makes you question if you are cut out for this job, the one whose name makes you internally cringe when you see it on your class roster. But then you are hit with this wave of guilt because you became a teacher to help children, not to secretly hope that they would just behave. Or maybe you lay awake at night wondering if you're a terrible person for dreading Monday mornings, for feeling your patience snap when Jaden decides he's gonna throw himself on the floor for the 3rd time before 9 a.m. Or for that split second when you think, maybe I should have become an accountant. Here's what no one tells you when you are in school. You can love children with your whole heart and still have days where you want to lock yourself in the supply closet and cry. You can be passionate about teaching and still feel like you're failing when your classroom sounds like a zoo and looks like a tornado just hit it. And the worst part is watching those other teachers who seem to have it all figured out, right? Their kids walk down the hall in perfect lines, their circles seem magical, and their students actually listen the first time. And you're sitting here wondering, what's wrong with me? Why can't I get these 5-year-olds to sit still for a 10-minute story? But here's what I've discovered after years of working with teachers who've gone from chaos to calm and from dreading going to work to loving it again. Those perfect teachers, they felt exactly the way you do right now. They just learned 5 specific strategies that changed everything for them. And today, I'm going to share those exact strategies with you because you deserve to love teaching and you deserve to go home energized and not exhausted. And your students deserve to have the best version of you. Now, stay tuned to the end because I will show you the one question that can change everything in your classroom and get buy-in from your students. The first strategy that sets apart top teachers from everyone else, they understand that behavior management isn't about control, it's about connection. Research from the Chronicle Cloud on kindergarten management strategies shows that positive teacher-student relationships is the foundation for everything else that works. Here's what that looks like in practice. So instead of greeting your whole class, you want to make eye contact with each child as they enter. Use their name. Notice something specific about them. So for example, good morning, Marcus. I love that you remembered to hang up your backpack. Or hi, Sophia, you look excited today. What are you looking forward to? Now I know you're thinking, I don't have time for individual greetings for 20 children, but here's the truth. Those 30 seconds of connection will prevent 30 minutes of disruption later. The teachers who seem to have the fewest behavioral issues, they're not the ones that are the most strict. They're just the ones that are most intentional about building relationships. So go ahead and try this tomorrow. Pick 3 children who are your most challenging. Make it your mission to have a positive interaction with each of them before 9 a.m. and watch what happens to your classroom dynamics. Now, strategy 2 is all about predictability, but not the boring kind. The most effective teachers create routines that give children autonomy within structure. According to research from Bryan Stratton University on preschool classroom management, structured routines reduce anxiety and behavioral issues because children know what to expect. But here's what top teachers do differently. They don't just have routines. They have routines that teach independence. So instead of line up when I call your table, try when you hear our cleanup song, finish your work and choose your spot in line. Instead of sit crisscross applesauce, try show me your best listening body. The magic happens when you combine predictability with choice. Set up classroom jobs that rotate weekly. Create a calm down corner where children can choose to go when they need a break. Create visual schedules that kids can follow independently. Remember, little ones crave both structure and independence. Give them routines they can master so that you're not just managing behavior, you're building confidence, and that confidence and independence will serve them for a lifetime. Strategy 3 is where most teachers tend to get stuck, and it's one of the bigger differentiators between an average and exceptional classroom management. Top teachers use positive guidance instead of punishment. Research from multiple sources, including ClassPoint and Brightwheel show that positive reinforcement systems are dramatically more effective than consequences-based approaches. I know you may be thinking, but there are some children that need firm boundaries, and you are absolutely correct. But firm boundaries and positive guidance are not opposites. Here's the shift. Instead of telling children what you want them not to do, tell them what to do instead. Instead of don't run in the hallway, try use your walking feet. Instead of stop being so loud, try use your inside voice so your friends can hear. The most effective teachers I know use a tell, show, practice method where they tell children what the expectation is. They model, they show what it looks like, and then they give children the opportunity to practice it. Here's your homework. For 1 week, catch yourself. Every time you're about to say stop or don't, replace it with what you want them to do instead. You'll be amazed at how this simple change will make all the difference. Now, strategy 4 is about being intentional with your physical space. The top teachers understand that your environment is your silent teacher. Research from Rasmussen University shows that clearly defined classroom areas dramatically reduce behavioral issues and support smooth transitions. I mean, let's think about it. When children know exactly where materials belong, where they should sit, and what each space is for, they can be successful without constantly coming to you to ask for help. This isn't about having a Pinterest perfect classroom. This is about having systems in your classroom that work. Here's what this can look like. Label everything with both pictures and words. Create defined spaces for activities. Use carpet squares and tape to show where their body should be during circle time. Have a designated spot for work that's finished, a designated spot for work they still need help with, and even a calm down corner that is not punitive but inviting. The goal of all of this is for you to be able to step back so your children can step up. You are creating independence. This way you're not constantly managing, you're teaching and connecting. And here's the final strategy that separates top teachers from everyone else, and the question I promised at the beginning. They involve students in creating classroom expectations. When children have a voice in creating rules and routines, they are exponentially more likely to follow them. This isn't about letting kids run wild. It's about creating buy-in. So during the first couple of weeks together, here's the magic question. What do we need to do to make our classroom a safe, fun place to learn? Now, you will be amazed at the answers your children come up with. Some of the things they may come up with, it may include, we use our walking feet, or we clean up after ourselves. These aren't your rules that you're imposing on them. These are their ideas on how to make their classroom work for everyone. Now you will write these down, and these will become what I like to call your essential agreements. Not rules imposed, but agreements they help to create. Post them with pictures and refer to them often. So when little Michael is having issues sharing, you can say, Michael, remember, one of our essential agreements is to be kind to our friends. How can you show kindness right now? The most powerful part of the strategy is that children become your partners in maintaining the classroom community instead of an adversary that you are trying to control. And because they created these themselves, they'll be more likely to remind each other of the essential agreements. Here's what I want you to remember though. You don't have to implement all of this right now at once. Pick the one that resonates the most with you. Maybe it's the morning greetings, or maybe it's the environmental changes. Or maybe it's including children in setting the expectations. Start there, master that one, then add your next piece. You're already making such a difference in these little lives. These strategies are not about becoming a different teacher. They're about becoming the most effective version of yourself. And your students need you. They need your warmth. They need your consistency and your belief in their potential. If this video helped you see classroom management in a new light, please hit the like button and share it with another early childhood teacher who might need to hear this message. Don't forget to subscribe for more practical teaching strategies that work in real classrooms and with real kids. Be sure to check out my other videos that are on the screen somewhere here, and keep being amazing. Keep believing in your impact and keep showing up for these little ones who need you more than you know.